If you're following Tesla, you might already have heard that there is an upcoming battery and power trail investor day. Now, this is very similar to the autonomous investor day that happened a couple of weeks ago, and we are talking about this upcoming day for Tesla investors. Here in this vlog, we will talk about when it will happen, because we have a breaking news out of Elon Musk's Twitter account. And secondly, we will talk about what happened in the last of this kind of day, what was released and what can be expected from the battery day. Therefore, let's get charged.
Wolf of Dubai.
So first of all, let us talk when this day might happen. Now, in the Q4 earnings report and the earnings call, there was Elon Musk who said the following: we are going to do kind of like a battery day, just to kind of explain more about this and what our plans are. I think probably it's going to make sense to do it after the end of this quarter, which is the end of the first quarter in 2020, because I think it's going to be kind of intense end of quarter as it was last quarter. So tentatively sort of in the April time frame. Moreover, we will do a battery day and go through what will be there. So you can see that this is very important for Tesla, because the battery is one of the most important part for the electric car and Tesla in the future, because not only the car business but also the power battery business for homes, for solar roofs, is depending on the power wall, so to say, and also obviously Tesla Energy, which is growing 136% year over year, and therefore this is a very important day. Elon Musk just wrote on his Twitter account, Tesla April company talk will be from our Giga New York factory, where we make solar glass and several other products, like for example the supercharger. We'll also offer customer and media tours. Now, we don't know yet if this is meant the battery day and they just call it April company talks, which is, you know, just the other name, and I think they want to incorporate the solar glass and other products there as well, making a tour about the factory over there where they produce, as Elon said in his tweet, the solar glass as well as the superchargers out there in New York. Now, to summarize, we don't know when exactly this will happen, but in April we will have our battery day. Now let's talk about the previous day. What happened? The previous day for investors, such of a magnitude, was obviously the autonomous, because autonomous is the biggest part, or the biggest growth part of the future of Tesla vehicles, and also the future of autonomous driving with transportation being revolutionized. And therefore, just to break it up in three main parts, was, for one, to basically explain the whole autonomous software, how it works, what are the difficulties, how far they are, how much they can collect data from all the miles driven by Tesla vehicles. Second was to announce the hardware that they were working on and spent billions on, to have their own self-driving chip that is better than anything out there, better than Nvidia and other manufacturer of hardware chips for this kind of applications. And the third most important thing on the autonomous day, which was a big announcement, was definitely that Tesla will start a robo-taxi service soon, because self-driving cars lead to having cars drive while you are not driving it, and therefore you can use your Tesla car as a taxi that makes money for you. Now let's talk about three big things that we can expect from the Battery Day by Tesla. Now, first of all, obviously we will know how far they are in technology with the battery and what can be expected next. There I expect that they will be talking about the 1 million mile battery, which means that batteries in the end will get longer lasting, not only by the lifetime, but also by the charge, because the range is increasing significantly year over year, and therefore you can see huge improvements from this kind of applications that Tesla is doing on their batteries. Second, they will definitely talk about their hybrid systems acquisition, and also they will talk about the Maxwell acquisition, and which tech can be revealed there. We are diving right into it now.
This is the Maxwell engine start module. It looks like a battery. It's not. There's no chemicals in here like a battery has. Much lighter in weight, replaces one of the batteries in a 3 or 4 battery system.
So the first acquisition was done in Canada by Tesla with Hybrid Systems. Hybrid Systems is a company that is already more than 40 years on the market, and they are Canadian, German, and Hybrid Systems producing battery cells that are being created by an injection method. So actually this is an acquisition by Tesla to improve the manufacturing of its own cells, and Tesla in the future will have a couple of questions to answer how they want to increase battery production, because this was a bottleneck with Panasonic in the Gigafactory in Nevada, and therefore they want to work on this very intensively and prepare solutions and answers to these questions if they want to make 5-10 million cars in the next years. This will be the most important question, how they can improve that, and therefore from the manufacturing process, Hybrid System was a great acquisition with their own injection mode to improve the efficiency and the speed of manufacturing of this battery cells. And if you want to know more technical about this acquisition, make sure to check out this vlog, because in this vlog I talked about everything you need to know about Hybrid System and technically, as well as how this will move forward for Tesla. And the final thing that we will know more about during this Battery Day by Tesla will be the next solid state battery. Hopefully, because this is the holy grail of battery systems. Now, for that acquisition that was made about a year ago, on the 4th of February 2019, it was announced by the SEC but that Tesla acquired Maxwell company that is actually combining the dry electrodes and supercapacitors together in the manufacturing and development of this kind of technologies. And this is very important for the next state of battery, because this will lead to lower cost, crazy fast charging, and also very less weight. Now this means that actually, imagine that in the future, okay, let's talk about first how this works. So we have in a normal battery, we have the electrolyte solution, which is between the cathode and the anode, and in the solid battery, this is actually built in or in a solid state. So you know, this kind of energy and back and forth of transmitting and storing energy can be way faster than the usual battery. So this is the big advantage in this, and this is in the development. Still, it was not like big announcement in terms of which product is coming, but it was apparently so interesting that Tesla bought the whole company off the market and is using it in the future in the Tesla cars. And I think this can be a huge advantage for Tesla. Imagine they come out on the Battery Day in April with the news, hey, we are lowering the cost of battery of 1/3. We can charge the car half of the time, and we can decrease the manufacturing cost also, because it's just requires so much less space, and also the car will get lighter and therefore more energy efficient. I mean, those things would be just beautiful to be announced on April, and therefore I think these are the things that we should look forward to as investors. I think big announcement in April, after they have to now concentrate on the Q1 of this year. I think it will be a challenging quarter, like every single quarter before that as well. And but what can be on top as a cherry on the cake with this battery day, or the April company talks in New York in April, this is something that we should keep on following.